Hey guys, what's going on? Veridia here, and today I'm bringing you episode 2 of What the Hell, and today we're looking at an unnamed person. Now, in my last episode, the first episode, I learned a little bit about what you guys thought about it, and a lot of you thought that it was kind of mean to publicly put somebody up there and show them failing, which I don't agree with, seeing as I didn't make fun of anybody, but thought it might be a good idea to go ahead and wipe the guy's name off the screen, and that way we can study him and you won't know who his name is. Now for this video I'm putting my own gameplay up in the right corner, as you can see, so I'm not just picking people out of a game that I did bad on as well. I'm going to show myself, and for the next episode I am going to be doing a what the hell on my own gameplay. So there's nothing to bitch about. I've done it to myself, right? So this guy, I believe he goes 5-15, and the thing that he suffers from, it seems to be, is he gets very, very nervous and scared at killing people. Now, when the time arises to engage combat, he flinches, and a lot of people flinch, and a lot of people flinch differently. Most people flinch like I do, like when you're running around the corner and then boom, there's a guy right in front of you. This guy flinches immediately whenever he hits combat, and he suffers for it. Now we're going to see more of that later, but as for right now, he's using the AK-74 with the ACOG sight, which I had never put on there. It looks pretty awesome, and he just, I don't know, he just doesn't have the ADS down. He cannot aim, he hasn't gotten down the aiming effectively yet. And I'm not sure what level he is. He's not that high of a level, but this is his own account. He's not playing side by side with somebody. There he flinches and he looks down, he thinks that the dead body's a guy that he needs to kill. So he does walk a lot. He walks a little bit more than most people, and that's okay. That's a good thing for a beginner, to walk around like that rather than just sprinting through everything. But as you can see, when he gets up to the plate, he can't hit the ball, and that's easy. I mean, not easy to do, but it's easy to learn how to do better. And the main thing is, when people get scared, here he misses the guy. He goes for the turn and he gets hit, and this guy's going to cause him a lot of trouble in a second. And I'm going to have to come through, and you'll see me, like I'm not watching my own gameplay right now, but I end up having to kill the guy for him. So here in Last Stand, he notices the guy in Last Stand, but he doesn't look down to shoot him. So now he knows the guy's there, so he's like, well, screw it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to kick his ass. It's going to be the end of that shit. So he walks back over here, and I think I'm behind him at this point. No, I'm not behind him yet. I'm about to be behind him. And then boom! No! Even though he's still there. Yeah, there I threw the flashbang and killed him with it. He still doesn't get the kill, even though he knew he was there. And that's just awareness. My guess is that he may not know the map very well, or either that or he thought that somebody else had killed him already. I don't know. But when it comes to making your dexterity a little bit better, again, you've just got to loosen those fingers up. Just get into a relaxed mode. And just go in and devastate the other team. And the best way I can think to do that is to up your sensitivity. Now, if you up your sensitivity for about a week, and you up it to an extreme level like 8, and you play, and this goes along the lines of the conditioning training I was talking about in the last episode, where you go into a mode like like training, and you rack them up to veteran. And then you're going to get, massive amounts of training for little to nothing. Well, here what you're doing is you're conditioning your fingers. Now, if you can adjust to a 5 or even a 7 sensitivity, and you pump it down, I found that you are in an extremely good position. Now, I used to play at 8, and I heard a lot of people, they're going both ways. They're like, well, I like it lower. I like it at, default 2. I like it at, 8. So I pumped mine back down to 2, and I'm doing way better now because I've conditioned myself to be faster. Now that it's slower, I can do more precise aiming. Yeah, you do have to get back into the... Now there you see, he gets drop shotted, but that's part of the quickness. That's part of the quickness you got to learn. Now he's obviously playing on either a 1 or a 2. You can just tell by the movement speed of his, him going back and forth, and you can tell that because he can't aim all that well, he is, if he had it any higher, he'd just be flying all over the screen. But that's just part of learning, And this guy, I think at this point, he's in third place on our team, which is kind of not good. I didn't have the best team at this point, but that's what's going to happen when you play in public matches, and a lot of people have just gotten the game. Now, another thing that he's doing, obviously, here is he's rushing the corners, and that's something you don't do. Never rush a corner. When you get to a corner and you suspect there's somebody there, or your radar tells you that somebody's there, never run around the corner. Always engage the corner as if it's your best friend. That corner, that cover, is going to be, it's going to be there to support you. Now, here he sees the claymore. Luckily, he stopped before it blew up, and it disappeared because he killed the guy. But see, here he's in the wide open. This is a spot you don't want to be in this map because people look there every single time. And here he rushes the corner again. Instead of crouching down beneath the block, the wooden block, he actually goes for the corner. He rushes it and sprints. Now, that's not what you want to do, and a lot of you guys know that, but I still see it a lot in these matches. I even do it myself. I'll get overconfident, I'll get pissed off, I'll get raged, and, I'll just sprint the corner. And today I had a game where I started out really sucky. I just started on Summit, and I was like, you know what? I'm doing really bad. I was 7-6, and, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start this like it's a brand new game. And, instead of getting myself down that I was in the negative, actually I was 6-7, so I was in the negative. Instead of getting myself down about it, I actually just started over. In my mind, this was a brand new game. These were brand new enemies. They aren't going to kick my ass. And I ended up not dying again. I'm not even shitting you. I went 23-7. And it's just a mentality thing. It's not all about skill. It's a lot about mentality. And if you think that these guys that you're playing, if you've got the mentality that they're going to rape you, then they're going to rape you. I guess the game ended. I can't tell. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching this, and I hope you gained something from it. I hope that this was better and you liked this a little bit better since I didn't show his name and he's not quote-unquote publicly humiliated, which I don't see how he would. And I know who his name is, so I really appreciate you taking part in this. I really, really thank you for letting me take your gameplay off the... Well, he didn't allow it, but I did it anyway. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back for episode 3, where it will be me under the chopping block. I will be analyzing my gameplay, and who knows, I might do even more in the future where I don't just analyze my gameplay, but I let somebody else from NGT analyze my gameplay. So that might be pretty funny. But anyway, guys, like, subscribe, comment if you wish, and we will see you next time.